You're listening to the Matt and Ez Show.
Welcome to the Matt and Ez Show. I'm Matt.
And I'm Ez.
And today, we're talking to the Diamond family, Brian and Aliyah. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing very well.
Yeah, doing really well. We're really excited to be on this podcast. It's really new for us, so we're really excited.
Absolutely. Yeah, you guys just said this is your first podcast. So, it's pretty straightforward. It's just, it's just a conversation. We're just going to ask you guys some questions. First of all, I think we should kind of talk a little bit about your guys' internet profile because it's pretty outstanding, to say the least. You guys have over 80,000 YouTube followers and like 2.3 million followers on TikTok. How does that number kind of like resonate with you guys? That like when you hear that number out loud, like how does that feel?
Well, honestly, like it's just really crazy because we started. We're in Santa Barbara. We've always lived here in Santa Barbara, and like there's just not that many people in Santa Barbara, so it's so crazy to like think that so many people just watch us, and it's just like crazy to think about that.
Yeah, it kind of shocks us every day. Like, just the number is crazy.
Yeah, like I just can't believe like that many people actually care about what we're doing. Honestly.
Well, can I say, so did you guys start with, I was looking back over your YouTube. Did you start with YouTube first before you got into TikTok?
Yeah, we started with YouTube maybe like almost a year ago, but we just really popped off on TikTok, I think, a few months ago.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. I was telling you guys just before we started, the way I found you guys was my sister. She loves Aliyah's type of humor and just your reactions when you're, in the car or something happens between you and Brian. And she was sending these to me, and I was just like, I was like, what is this? But then it's the nature of TikTok. I was going through all of your videos. It was just wild. I was like, this is awesome. They're hilarious.
You're like, is this girl okay?
Oh, yeah.
So you guys started YouTube first, right? And then got into TikTok. And so when you're starting YouTube, were you? Again, you started like over a year ago. Did you think at all it would be like this fast, or?
Honestly, no. We kind of just like went on a whim. Like, I'm really weird about like money. Like, I'm really like a cheapskate. Like, I don't like spending money. And one day we were in the store with cameras, and Brian was like, "You should just buy this camera." And it was like $600-$700. And I was like, okay. And like, I'm never like that, which is like the weird thing. Like, he was like, really, you're going to buy the camera? And I was like, you know what? Fine. And then we just kind of just started grinding on it. We just were like, okay, well, I spent this much money on it, and now let's just go for it. Like, might as well.
That's awesome. That's awesome. One thing I learned, so I was recently watching like your Q&A video on YouTube, and I actually, us being a little bit older, like vlogs were a big thing for us. Like before TikTok was around, like Matt and I would watch vloggers and, the Vlog Squad and all those guys. So when I saw your vlogs, I was like, this is neat. That felt more like it was funnier to me, and I really, really liked them. But I learned that perhaps these pranks have been going on a little longer than maybe what we see on TikTok. So I heard that Brian did you used to prank like Aliyah back in the day? Any?
Yeah, we used to live together, and I used to prank her a lot because we had the time, and I would just plan stuff out. But yeah, I would prank her.
Yeah, I just thought that was funny. I was just like, that it kind of originated like back then, and then you guys just kind of kept going with it, and yeah, I just think it's hilarious. That Q&A that you guys did was actually really informative, and it was really kind of funny. I was telling Brian beforehand, just watching you, the way that they were asking you like what annoys you, and the question was what annoys you, right? And you're like, about my girlfriend. I'm just like, I'm like, okay, yeah. It wasn't the question, but the way you answer it is hilarious to me. So, yeah.
Yeah. So you guys like I see you guys are cranking out videos on TikTok like left and right, and you do a lot of them in the car. So do you like what's that kind of like creative process? Are you just like in the car and you're like, okay, let's do this, and do like 5 or 6 videos, or is it like one a day, or like how's that kind of creative process go?
Well, honestly, like, because we're really just like spontaneous, like fun people in general. So like we'll see something, and well, even like I'll just do something, and then I'll be like, oh, that'd be so funny, or he'll be like, that'd be funny. We should just make it like, let's take it to the next step. what can make it funnier, what can make it more exaggerated. Then we talk about like kind of what we want to do, and then we say, okay, this is kind of what we want to do. Now let's just roll with it and see what happens. We usually just do like 1 to 2 videos a day. We don't try to overwhelm ourselves, just because like we just want it to be as funny as we can. So we just make it really, really dramatic. So we just do like everyday things, but just make them way more dramatic. And we just usually go with the first take, honestly.
So how long does it how long just like how much time do you think it takes you to make one video?
Usually, honestly, I feel like people it takes a lot longer, but for us it's usually like 5 minutes.
God, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's
that
crazy.
is so
Yeah.
awesome. I mean, wow. I saw, because like, you know, the difference between TikTok and YouTube, I've seen, oh gosh, Aliyah, you were doing something with your, I think you guys were speaking a different, like a made up language for like 24 hours or something. Yeah. And you were like, don't worry, you know, Brian was going to edit this later and stuff. And so it's like a longer vlog, but TikTok is just, it's so short. It's just such a short, you know, little thing. And you get like a quick laugh. And honestly, with you guys, every swipe, like I'm laughing every 15 seconds to every 60 seconds. It's like, I don't know. I think that the nature of TikTok is amazing to me.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
those 15 seconds is just so much easier to just. It's like you only need to be funny for 15 seconds, so it's like one joke
Yeah.
and you can move
You'd
on.
be like,
Yeah, so. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So I do have a quick question, and I don't know. This answer how you want. This is kind of a surprise question. I promise it's okay. What is the bill like for the cleanup in the car? Do you guys like get the car detailed? Because I'm always seeing like food and like water and like drinks going everywhere. Do you guys? I mean, is that real or like?
So basically it's just about the day. Like usually we just have stuff from the day that happens, but we usually do clean it up though.
Yeah, we try to clean the car like every day, especially because we are going to get a new car soon and we're really excited about that. Actually, after this interview, we're going to go talk to some car people. So that's another surprise, which is really exciting. So
Nice.
that car we're using right now, it might be a new background, which is really fun. But it's getting pretty beat up because especially like the brain freeze video, they got really sticky.
Right.
So
Yeah.
But then we usually put like stuff in the back, like maybe I put a wig in the back or something just to like make them comment like what the hell is going on and stuff. But
Right.
Yeah, I wondered about that because I saw that back. So that changes from time to time.
yeah, sometimes we do it, sometimes we don't, but it just matters on the day because usually we try to get like people asking so many questions like what's going on here, why is that in the back, and we just like to have fun with
yeah,
things.
we like to see like things that they can comment about, like not even like no matter, even if it's just an ad that we're doing on my page, I always just make a whole bunch of funny faces, as many as I can, because then people are like, okay, I'm still gonna watch, because even though this is something we may not want, I'm still gonna watch it because her face looks funny. Like we always just try to find something that people comment about, no matter like what it's about.
Yeah. I always joke that I feel like the best way in content creation is to just be as ridiculous as possible. You know, like there's 0 to 10. I feel like you guys are at like, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the most ridiculous. I feel like you guys are at like a 30 or a 40. You know, and so it's like I think that's why it works. I mean,
Yeah, it's really cool because it's always just Aliyah's reaction to whatever. It's that those just crack me up. Although Brian, like what's amazing is you both have your own TikTok, and so there's 2 different things, right? Typically, Brian starts off with like a question or something to Aliyah, or you know he has something that he wants, or like on Aliyah's channel, like you know there's a drink or something. Hey, try this, and that's pretty funny. Now, can I say though, one of my favorite ones? I was going back through today, and Brian did a. Oh my God! It was a bird poop like yogurt prank. Was that real? Did she actually know that was coming, or did like that looked like?
No, she did.
That's the thing. What I was kind of like, because like I did say a bad word, and I never tried to ever say bad words in our videos, and then people were like, and I was like, oh, like we had to think about it. We're like, was that one because I did say a bad word, because I was so like just shocked. I thought a bird pooped on me, like, but yeah. It was a good laugh afterwards too. We just couldn't stop laughing at that video.
Yeah. I thought that was good because I always try to watch and see like your reaction to see, you know, how well the prank landed, or because when you're pranking each other, like sometimes you got to think, you know, is this a prank? I'm guessing it's in the back of your mind, like, okay, is Brian trying to prank me, or is Aliyah trying to get me on something? So how much of that is like you guys plan it ahead of time, and sometimes it's like legit, like on your YouTube, it looks like Like at one point,
That's
Aliyah's
real.
like
I mean,
crying
yeah,
and stuff, and I was like,
yeah.
"What is going on?"
Yeah, well, obviously, like for YouTube, the reason it's harder for us to post is because they are real, and so it's harder with pranks because like if they are like that crazy, like I'm pregnant kind of stuff, you can't do them that often, which is why like YouTube it's harder for us. So yeah, YouTube is all like our real genuine reactions, but on TikTok we always have skits usually, except for like he randomly did the bird poop one. But usually on YouTube it's real, and TikTok it's more like fabricated and like just made to be very like crazy.
So do you guys have like these planned out for days and days? You're like, okay, on Thursday we're gonna do this one, on Friday we're gonna do this one, like on Saturday we're gonna do this one, or is it more like we need to film a video today, what are we gonna do?
So we usually like to post every day on TikTok, but we used to plan it out, but right now we have just been doing it spot on.
Yeah, we usually it's kind of spontaneous, but I have like thing on my phone, so like if I ever get like stuck, I have like ideas on there. But those are like for emergencies. We try to like think of them on the spot. So then like if we're having a brain fart one day, because sometimes obviously we do, then I can go to my phone and see like a few ideas that I just like thought of.
That's pretty cool. Do people who like watch you guys ever recommend, or do you get any recommendations from them?
Yeah, actually, I look through my comments because I'll ask, like, the last video I did, or I think it was either the last one or the one before, I don't know, but I said, what prank ideas should I do? So I'll look through them sometimes and see if anybody has, like, some ideas. But usually I ask on Instagram. Like, I have questions on my Instagram that says, like, what do you guys want to see next? Just because, like, obviously we do it for them. So, like, we want to see, like, what they want to see. So,
Yeah.
But we try to, like, new stuff without them having to think of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
for
that's
sure.
awesome. That's really cool. All right. Yeah. So, okay, couple more questions here. So we were wondering, like, do you guys on TikTok you can go live? Do you guys go live on TikTok?
We do. We used to a lot more, but recently not so much, just because we've been really busy, and we try when we go on live to actually have like be able to really pay attention to them rather than be like, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing my makeup, like, and not, because I know a lot of creators do that where they do their makeup while they're on live, but like for me, I just feel bad because if I'm on live, I want to actually talk to them and give them my full attention. So it's just been hard recently because we've been really busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I think that's why people like you so much. My sister was talking about Aliyah and just like the way you engage with people and stuff, and you ask for feedback and you get comments. I really do think that matters, and you get people who are way more invested in you and they want to stick around. They're like in, they want to know what you guys are eating for lunch, which is cool. So
like want fans. We want to feel like really connected with them, not just like, oh, we're doing this and we're having fun, but I wanted them to really be like, oh, I genuinely care about you. If something happened, I want them to genuinely be like, oh no, like, are you okay?
Yeah.
I just like want,
Yeah.
Right.
What was it like with like the rate of growth? Like when you're like, okay, hey, we hit 100,000, and then like, how long did it take you from like 100,000 to like those milestones? What was those like? What was going through those milestones like?
Yeah, honestly, it went by super fast. We've been on TikTok for like around 3 to 4 months, I think.
Uh-huh.
We just started during quarantine, and then
Yeah. So that happened so fast.
I feel like it was just like every Friday we would hit 100,000 or something.
Like more and more. It was really crazy. I feel like it's because like most people aren't comfortable enough with their significant other to do crazy stuff that I do. So they're like, oh, this person's like different. Like I haven't seen a person react that crazy to this, and so they're like, I feel like they gravitate towards us. And we grew so fast just because we are so different, rather than like a lot of people are kind of the same. They're like, oh, these people are like different. So I feel like that's my guess.
Yeah. So you guys are just crushing milestones. Is what is like every week you're just like, okay, well, here we go. I mean, another like.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's
That is
awesome.
wild.
That's awesome,
I mean,
yeah.
because so I get what you're saying too. Is that like, because when I first watched you guys, I was like, you're really comfortable with each other. Like you're really. There's another level there, and you're also comfortable being kind of goofy in front of people, which I think that's hard, right? Some people like to be real straight-laced, and they're worried about, posting something and it bombing or it not working out. But you guys have so much stuff out there, and it's not like you have like 1 or 2 videos that are like just gone crazy and go viral. Like all of them do, because you've got people bought in there, and it's just this kind of cyclical thing, which is epic, honestly. So.
Yeah, thank you. really fun. I mean, we love it so much. And as you're saying, like being embarrassed, it's funny because like we collab with other creators, obviously, and I'm known for, I call it my demon voice. That's what I call it. And when I first meet them, I do honestly, like, I do get a little shy. I'm like, oh, I have to do this demon voice in front of them. But once I do it once, it's fine. But I do get nervous at first to do it, just because it's like most people don't do that. So it's just like I get nervous. Just because I am a little bit like, I love everybody, but I am a little bit socially awkward sometimes. So it takes me a second.
Yeah.
I was kind of like, I was joking with Matt beforehand. I was like, is Aliyah gonna come on here and we're just like the whole podcast? She's just gonna be like demon voicing us. I was like, that would be pretty hilarious if she did that. But I definitely, I'm glad that you didn't. But that's so cool. It's so intense. And you were talking about collaborating. So who are some other TikTokers, I guess, that you either collaborate with or that you know? Maybe you want to shout out, or like who did you guys start watching on TikTok that you really enjoy?
Like who do you guys really like?
Well, the first ever person that was like really big that we talked to, and that's how we really got into all the creator stuff, was Ona. She was like a really huge Musical.ly person. I loved her. I've been following her for so long, and I've always like looked up to her, even though she's like a year younger than me. I didn't even know that. And I was looking through TikTok, and I saw that she was following me. And I remember sitting next to her and being like, oh my gosh, like it just made me feel like we made it. Like, I don't know, just the fact I was so excited, and I followed her right away. And then we started talking, and then she invited me over to Kids Next Door. And then I started meeting more and more people from there. And that's kind of how everything started, was her. So shout out to her. She's like the best person ever. She's the sweetest girl ever. And so that's kind of how everything started. We started going to all the content houses and meeting more and more people. And that's honestly like how it all started. Yeah.
So so I've heard about that. Like you have like content, how like places where you guys come together and you like record a couple things with a group. Like it's not just you and somebody else. It's like multiple people showing up and you just make a day out of it, right? Is that kind of the way it goes?
It's literally the most fun thing ever. Like it literally makes that's like my favorite thing to do in the world, is to like go to those houses and just like have a good day with him, where we just bond with all these other creators that have the same mindsets as us. It's just like amazing. I love it so much.
That's awesome. Yeah, and then Brian, for you, same kind of question for you too. Who are some of you like TikTokers that you like, or some people that you would love to work with, or something like that?
I don't know. I'm not really into TikTok like that, but I do love David Dobrik. I would love to collaborate with him. We love
Dobrik. That's like one of our favorite like YouTubers.
Yeah, I would love to collaborate with him, and yeah, David Dobrik.
Yeah.
Us too, man. We love that.
Oh,
we love
dude,
that guy. Yeah.
I could watch those guys all day long. They do so crazy stuff. And let me know when you guys do become best friends with David Dobrik. Just let us know.
Yeah, let us know. Hey.
Yeah. Well, I know it. We like to manifest stuff. We say, oh, we like this person, well, we're gonna meet them. Like we never say, oh, maybe. We're like, no, we're going to. Like we're gonna take the steps, and we're gonna meet him. Like I don't know. I just like, we always just try our best to like, we always just go for our dreams. Like we never doubt ourselves. We're always just like, we don't care how big you are. Like we're gonna do it. Like if we want to, we're gonna do it. Like that's just our mindset.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you guys? Well, I mean, right now, with kind of COVID, it's maybe not the best. But are you guys at some point in the future planning on maybe doing like a big content creators do like meet and greets where you like meet a bunch of fans and stuff like that? Is that something you guys have thought about possibly?
Yeah, that's one of our goals, to meet all of our fans. We meet them every now and then, every time we go out, but the COVID stuff. But
for sure,
we definitely want to meet everyone.
Yeah, we're really excited. I can't wait to give everyone like a big hug and just like thanks that everyone supporting us, and that's one I dream about that all the time, honestly.
Yeah. So what was that first experience like when you went out and somebody recognized you? What was that like?
Does it happen? Does it happen from time to time?
Yeah, it does. We'll be walking, and we just know when someone wants to come up to us, because they'll be like they'll like make faces, like, and then they'll like talk to each other, and like look at their phone, like point at their phone and look at us, and like sometimes we'll even see them take like pictures, and then like we get like he always tells me like, you go up to them, and I'm like, no, because what if like I'm wrong? I always get really nervous. I'm like, what if I'm like, hey, it's me, and they're like, I don't know who you are. I don't know. I get very nervous. But I just wait. I let them do their thing. Like I always smile and make sure like they know that I'm welcoming, and like they're not scared. I always just try to smile, and if they want to come to us, we're always like happy to take pictures or whatever, make a TikTok even. But yeah.
Wow, that's
awesome.
cool. That's good to know, because like I think some people would see you guys and they would be like, oh man, that is so cool. Like I don't want to go bother them, because you never really know, right? You're not sure if like you guys really busy today or what's happening. So yeah.
But yeah, we do get people that do take pictures with us, but I don't know if it's because of the COVID stuff that they don't want to come up. They feel like disrespectful or something. But
yeah, we never want our fans to feel like we are bothered by them. I know a lot of people. I know we are new to this stuff, so maybe it's a lot more exciting for us. But I know some people like don't take pictures with their fans. But we would take pictures with. We would literally stand in the sun for an hour and take pictures with every single person. Like that's just kind of who we are. So I never want people to think like they're just too scared or something. Because I think it's really cool. Because we wouldn't be here without them, you know.
No, for sure,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Well, that goes back to what I was saying. So like that kind of mentality and what you were saying earlier about speaking things kind of into existence and saying, we're going to go for that. And then also anybody who kind of supports you along the way, you really connect with them. So, I mean, then you have people who they're in, because you guys are good people. You can tell that. I was telling Matt earlier, like you just have a good chemistry. You're nice. And especially when I was watching your vlogs, right? Because at first, if you're only watching your TikToks, it's like you just see Brian and Aliyah in the car pranking and stuff like that. But I encourage people to go watch your vlogs, because you can totally see your personalities. It kind of gives you more time to learn about you guys and everything. And you're good people. And so I really, really hope you guys just keep growing. I'm wondering what's that next milestone for you guys, because, I don't know.
Yeah, for us, well, our goal actually, we just got signed to a manager. We haven't fully told people that yet, but yeah, we got signed to a manager, and we're hoping to move into a content house, hopefully within this month actually. So that's our next step, is to move into an actual content house and just grow with them and have fun with them and get more exposure with everybody, and just that's our goal, our next step.
Yeah,
nice. That is
Nice.
awesome.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's really cool.
That is super, super awesome.
Let's see here, Matt. What do we think next? So we talked about that. So we're moving on to, oh my gosh. There's two more things we want to talk to you guys about. Do you guys ever get asked this question? And if you don't, it's okay. But people see you guys in your relationship. It's kind of crazy, right? Your relationship is out there in front of everyone on TikTok and on YouTube. Do people ever ask you guys for advice, or, how are you guys so good with each other and all that kind of stuff? Does that ever happen? People ever ask you that?
yeah, all the time.
Yeah, we get asked that a lot, especially because we've been together for so long. A lot of people will say, how have you guys been together that long? Don't you get bored? Or, how do you find things to talk about? And honestly, we just have a good connection. I've never found someone that was so weird. We're just really weird together, and we just have fun, and we can make anything fun. I feel and we, obviously, everyone argues. Some people ask us, do you guys argue? Obviously we do. Every couple argues. If you don't, then there's honestly something wrong, because you can't agree on everything. But we just find a way to work it out, because obviously, if you love each other, you always find a way out, to, fix all the situations and stuff. So that's kind of, that's usually the gist of what I say.
That's cool. Because again, you guys are younger, and I think a lot of people are seeing you guys. So I couldn't imagine them not asking that question. And I was actually, when I first heard you mention how long you guys had been together, I was sort of like, wow, that's a long time. That's pretty cool. And honestly, it should have made sense, right? Because you, anyone who watches your videos will see that there's even times where I know it's a skit, and I can see you kind of break face a little bit. You truly are laughing, because it just gets so silly, and you're kind of in the moment. I'm like, there it is. There they are. It's great.
It kills me. Sometimes when we do videos, I have to be we have to do that again. I literally can't stop laughing. And sometimes for him especially, it's harder, because he has to be the serious one at first while I'm making faces, and that's the hardest one for him, because he has to stare at my face looking so funny and not laugh at me. So it's a process.
I bet. I couldn't imagine when I first heard Aliyah do the demon voice, which I was I didn't know how bright, the one that I saw kept a straight face. You kind of freak out a little bit in some of them, and sometimes he really hangs in there and keeps a straight face. So I'm just what is happening there? So kudos, because that's amazing. That's amazing skit work. So
Okay, so we always like to finish. We always just like to talk, have a quick discussion about food because we think that because people always like it when we do that. We're always talking to people from all around the country, and so every city's different, good food and stuff. And you guys are always eating food in your car, and it's getting everywhere and go and and going everywhere. So maybe one of your favorite maybe spots in your city, and then maybe what's your what's your guys' fast food go to?
In our city, there's this one sushi place, but I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, honestly, but our sushi is our favorite food. So we live in Santa Barbara, and there's like a sushi place right on the wharf, or not the wharf, but it's like a harbor. It's like in the harbor right next to the water, so we get sushi and we'll sit like at the beach. And that's like our favorite. We do that like way too often, honestly. We spent like so much money on sushi, like we're keeping them in business. No, I'm kidding, but it's literally so good.
But then I like my Mexican food, so I like to go to Lily's Tacos.
Yeah, we love Mexican food.
Yeah, so we go to Lily's Tacos sometimes too.
And then for fast food, I would say we definitely go to Jack in the Box. We love Jack in the Box.
Or Taco Bell.
Yeah, my favorite's I like Jack in the Box. He likes Taco Bell a lot. I like there's like cheddar bacon potato wedges there, and it's literally like, oh my gosh, like I went there the other day and they didn't have them, and I literally told Brian, I'm like, I want to cry, like they don't have potatoes, like what the heck? I was so sad.
I saw the other day you guys went to it was in your vlog, you were going to well, this was actually probably back in April when we were really in that closure time. It was In-N-Out, because I don't really have that in my state. I don't know what that is. I hear people talk about In-N-Out all the time.
It's a West Coast thing, guys. That's why you got to move out here to the West Coast, man.
Oh, jeez.
They have this really good, it's like these, but my favorite are the animal fries. They have like fries, and then they put like this special sauce and cheese all over them. Oh, I can eat those for days. I just love potatoes, obviously. Like potatoes is like, I love potatoes.
That's awesome.
You can get things protein style as at In-N-Out, where they just give you a lettuce bun. That's the way to do In-N-Out.
Hey, I will say, so what's the order? I got to know. So like, I also like Taco Bell. What do you guys get when you go to Taco Bell?
Right now there's this new special. I think it's called like grilled cheese burrito. I've been getting that lately, but I usually go with the like $5 boxes.
Yeah.
I usually just get 2 bean and cheese burritos with no onions. And they have these nachos there that I eat, but I'm basic. Like I like their food, but I just like getting the basic stuff because it's easy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I knew I could count on Brian for something legit there from Taco Bell, because I used to be like when they do the specials or whatever, I'm like, all right, it's something new. Let's go try this. Yeah. And actually, Aliyah, I was thinking you like Cheetos, right? Don't you like Cheetos?
Oh yeah, I love spicy Cheeto Puffs are my favorite.
Okay. So do you remember when like KFC had that like Cheeto kind of like, it was like a Cheeto sandwich? Did you ever try that?
No, but that sounds so good.
Right, yeah. I was like, man, that seems like something you would try or whatever. And so when those specials come out, I'm always like, what is the special item on the menu? And I try to go check it out. So, yeah, that's cool, though.
All right, guys. So where can people find you on the internet?
Okay, well, our biggest platform is TikTok. TikTok's our biggest platform. We have YouTube as well. We're just definitely going to start posting on there as soon as we can. The Diamond Family, our YouTube channel. Definitely, we're going to have some funny videos soon. We're in the process of moving to LA, so we're very busy. We have Instagram. We try to post as much as we can on there. That's the place. If you go on Instagram, you can see our personality and what we're doing during the day. We post on our stories every day. So if people want to get to know me without my monster demon voice and being total weirdos, then they should definitely look at our Instagram stories and YouTube, especially because those where you can really get to know us rather than just our skits. So that's our.
Yeah. So YouTube, the Diamond Family, TikTok, Brian Duran, 100.
And then mine's Aliyah M411. And then my Instagram is Aliyah Marie D.
And mine is Brian Duran 23.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Nice. That's awesome. Can I also say too, guys, I am so upset. I did order, Brian. I got a tie-dye Diamond Family merch T-shirt. When I get it, I promise I'm going to put it on, take a picture. I'm going to post it. Those are pretty cool. So you got diamondfamilymerch.com. You guys got some cool merch over there as well.
all our merch is like tie-dye. Tie-dye is like our thing. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for coming on here. It's been an absolute pleasure getting to know you guys, getting to talk to some shop. We love your guys' channel, love your guys' content, and we're just happy to have had you on the show today. So, Ez, if you want to take us out, man.
Yeah, so again, thank you so much. Like I said, my sister is a huge fan. I'm now completely in. I am, the Diamond family is super cool. I was watching the vlogs. I've got them all queued up here, and I'm going to continue to keep watching them. You guys are super cute. I'm probably going to vote you guys couple of the year. I think that's a thing. All right, so I'm going to definitely vote for you. Yeah, you have my vote. So definitely go check them out. What I'll do, I'll put links to all their stuff in our description here. We'll share all that out on social media too. Just because I think these two are amazing, and I think you guys are going to be absolutely huge megastars very soon. So I'm really excited for you. So, but all right, for our listeners though, if you want to subscribe to us on iTunes, YouTube, all that good stuff. You can send us an email at themattandezshow@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, and we will catch you next time.